Okay, so French against Abbasid. Um, Against Blue MT, who's a really strong opponent. So in this matchup, the Abbasid player usually has one more TC than the French player. So if you stay on one TC, he will go up to 2. If you get a second one, he'll most likely go up to 3, and so on and so forth, right? So this is compensated by French faster villager production and potential build kills with the knights, right? So what I like is to put pressure very fast with the knights. So that's what my approach is going to be about, getting the first knight really fast, putting tons of pressure in the Abba base, and then from there get a second TC. We still have to scout a lot because there will be certain adaptations we will need to do, but that will be the plan for the early game at the very least. It's also a bit important to find your deer pack soon. This or not too early, right? But you just want to know if you have a deer pack with a boar, because for friends that makes a huge difference in terms of how your economy booms. If you can secure a boar and a deer pack with 1 TC, it's amazing for you, right? You have more villagers, so you can eat those faster than most ships, and you make very good use of the food, right? With the knives and so on and so forth. So that's definitely one thing to look for. The boar is here, so it's not with a deer pack, unfortunately for me. But then again, it's not something necessary, right? It's just something that can happen and can be cool. It looks like my both deer packs are here, by the way. So if they are together, that's also really good for me, like securing both of them with a TC. So in terms of build order, I'm going to build my landmark with 5. Get that knight going and be aggressive as soon as possible. I found a decent amount of sheep already, I would say, although I wouldn't mind a couple more. Maybe even 4 more if I'm very lucky, but this is already, I would say, enough. So one deer pack is here. I'm just gonna build it there, just don't want too much walking time with in such an early stage of the game with the builds. So even though maybe it looks wrong to build it here, I'm just gonna put it there. So one more sheep so far. It's okay. Okay, so the second one is here. It's a bit exposed, but then not something I care too much about as French against Abbasids. I will be the aggressor here most of the time, not the Abbasid player. And then later on, when you're playing aggressive, you kinda want this to be forward. Even here would be even better, right? So my rally point is kinda defending them already. Okay, this is a forward goal. Nothing I care too much about in this matchup because I believe he'll move away from the goal sooner rather than later. Okay, this looks like economy. No, this is culture wing, right? So this is already something unusual by my opponent. You can know it's called culture because of this thing right here. So this could potentially mean that he's playing 1 TC, but not necessarily, right? Maybe it's still 2 TC with cheaper upgrades and so on. But just something to keep in mind. Okay, this is a very good deer pack for him if he wants to go to TC, that is. I'm gonna go up to 5 there. I guess I can start gathering some wood, right? Just as I have enough food for my both knights, I can going a bit heavier on gold, on wood, so on. But that's a lot of wood and rack, so I would guess this means second TC. I don't think you gather that much wood unless you wanna go on to TCs. But still got a scout, right? Still got a scout. Okay, so he's moving out now. I guess he either has enough gold or is just scared about the knight. How do I get a third knight here? Has some benefits, has some drawbacks. I think I'm gonna skip it. Maybe I can kill one ship. So that's one less ship for him. No, yeah, let's see what he's up to. This is unusual so far. But I think I'm gonna deliver these now. Now that I have 2 knights, I can already control with the knights. So let's check the back goal. Let's check what he's up to. Yes, in general. Okay, so he's not there. That's even one more ship. That's quite good. I think our knights are really good at killing villagers. Right? It's 2 shot. One mistake I've done here is not getting the mill fast enough. This is a very unusual play from my opponent. Like you don't expect Abbasid players to play like this. I wonder even if I go into Chivalry. I feel like this is a bit too expensive. I mean, I don't have that many damage knights, so probably not worth it. So let's skip it. I mean, I would assume this is some kind of fast castle play. It's the only thing that makes sense to me. Or maybe trade that I'm missing. Nah, but trade with culture doesn't really make sense. He's gone into archers as well. I feel like there's something I'm not scouting here, but I just don't know what. Okay, so it's a very delayed second TC maybe? With okay, so I guess maybe Somiko upgrades into TC, or maybe he just didn't feel safe making TC given the pressure with the knights and so on. But I think this is a really good start for me already. My TC is way faster than his. I guess he goes into. Oh, okay. So he wanted to put some pressure. I've lost one. Not what you wanna be doing, of course, but not the end of the world. I think I could have killed a villager there if I was a bit better with the micro. But I forced some idle time, so it's not the end of the world. I can get gold in the corner, I would guess, here. So I think from this point on he goes into triple TC. Very likely that he wants to play like that. I don't think he can stay on 2 TCs. It looks like he's going to stay on 2 though. That's not enough stone for a third one. Let's try to find more villager kills. As a friend, you want to keep doing this. Just running around, looking. Oh, this upgrade is really important when you want deer. I would assume that this is going up in the deer pack, the back of his base. Ah, yeah, right. I think he has to be very careful now because at some point I will try to clean that army. And I'm getting close to the point where I have enough units to deal with it. Maybe this is... I went a bit too heavy on gold. Sometimes you want to do that when you are going to get bullied out of the gold. Like, I will never be able to gather gold here. So if this mine wasn't here, then I would really need a gold bank. But since I have this very safe one, I really don't need to be over gathering here. Let's look for reinforcements. Good micro by him. Then again, I don't think he can get much done in my base. This is very unusual for an Abbasid player to be the aggressor in the matchup. I don't think it should work, but just gotta make sure I don't lose villagers, right? And soon I will be able to fight, but I don't think, not quite yet. No. Let's send one knight to the gold. Just gotta be careful with this. I really don't want to lose villagers. Usually you wanna wait for 10 or 11 archers to fight the spearmen just so you can one-shot them. But if he attacks once more, I think I'm just gonna get the fight. I think I should be able to win it now. I think he's noticed this and just backed already, probably. But I think I can catch that army, right? I think that should be a cleanup. Actually, maybe it's a bit too many spearmen. But let's put some pressure at the very least. Okay, so still no gold, or at least not there. Yeah, I'm getting close to that 10, 11 archer count where you can one-shot spearmen. It will make my micro much smoother. Sure I don't get idols. He doesn't have horsemen, so this is... I shouldn't be too worried about him raiding here, or his army is rather slow. And now I think he's going to become the defender. I guess he's on this goal, right? So I shouldn't... like, it's not impossible that he's going castle age sometime soon. He's got textiles, which is he's already aging up, so I really have to start putting the pressure. I can know he's aging up because of this building transformation. So let's dive. Let's just dive. Let's just go for it. I'm losing a bit too many archers here. Should have really tried my best to tank with the knights, but still this is tons of idle time, tons of villager kills. So really worth it. Just don't be scared to do these things if you detect that your opponent is playing too greedy or things like that. I gotta be careful about not losing the knights to me. Like this very early walling already was suspicious, but then once you see the landmark aging up, you really need to commit. I really wish I had all my archers here though. I think taking this fight the way I did it was not the best. But then again, these walls are really annoying. So I've lost a bit too many there. Let's go for the board as well, of course. Like, as a French player, you shouldn't be too scared about your opponent being castle age because your knights are decent, as long as you don't get heavily outnumbered, that is. Oh, as long as you don't get outnumbered. Like, if you are the one with the bigger army, then you're still in the game, pretty much. Not too sure how many builds I've killed. I would say quite a few, but his production doesn't seem too strong. He's gonna try to dance around this wall. Maybe. Yeah, that's really good for me, or I can get to the bird. Okay. Yeah, again, a usual game from my opponent. he went for a delayed second TC, tried to be the one who puts the pressure in the matchup and somewhat fast castle. So in this kind of situation, it's really important to against Abbasid in general, like just by looking at this landmark, you can know whether he's aging up or not. You shouldn't really not be afraid of diving when it's the right play for it. Right? Like if I played passive here, this game would have been really bad for me in like let's say 1 or 2 minutes when he gets his castle age upgrades.